What's going on, boxing fans? Julian Williams here at the distance. Got a video for you guys this afternoon. This is a prediction. Giovanni Segura versus Calderon. I think it's like WBO flyweight or light flyweight title. I'm not even too sure. But overall, I'm gonna make a prediction for this rematch because I did make a prediction for the first fight, but I never put the video out there. Because I was a little not too confident with the prediction, so I just didn't even put it up. But I ended up being right. Believe it or not, one of my subscribers on August 26th of last year had sent me an email asking me my thoughts on this matchup, and I just said that Segura. I went to his long breakdown of what I would have said in the video. I went into his breakdown saying Segura should win this matchup by knockout mid to late, and it ended up happening, and it was an odd occurrence because I didn't really, it was a prediction I made, but I didn't really believe in. I wasn't confident behind that prediction, so that's why I was kind of iffy about posting a video on it. But the match took place last year back in August. Now it's the rematch. It's going to be on April the 2nd on Integrated Sports on pay-per-view. I'm just going to catch it when it hits YouTube or wherever. I don't even know if I'm going to even watch any fights at night, which kind of sucks. I might have to watch that one. Anyway, beside the point. So let's get into this matchup. Giovanni Segura is a very aggressive fighter. It's a typical slugger versus puncher matchup. Segura is the type of fighter, like I say, he's a slugger. He comes forward, but he throws his punches very wide, but he finds a way from the land. He's a southpaw, but pretty much that one punch that he does try to land is that looping left hook. The looping left hook or the short straight left to the body. Those are shots that he likes to throw. But in this match, man, he's gonna have to make Calderon go back. Despite the fact that Calderon does well going backwards, and does well with lateral movement, something that he's always done was get himself caught up on the ropes. He's always gotten caught on the ropes, and when he gets, when he backs up and he's not throwing, that's the perfect time for Segura to come forward and throw multiple shots, throw a lot of combinations, mostly to the body. Try to find a way, use the jab to try to find a way for that left hand to land, set up the looping left hand that kind of comes from out of range. So that's pretty much what he needs to do. He needs to cut off that ring. He needs to focus on the body and work to the body a lot. Slow down Calderon, because in the fights that I've seen Calderon in, he's I've seen him start slow and I've seen him finish slow. And and maybe it's because of the competition he's faced, but and a lot of the guys that he's faced, like for example, in his June matchup, he got knocked down in that match. He got knocked down, I think, either once or twice, but he was knocked down in that matchup, and just from fundamental flaws. But in this matchup, he's going against an aggressive fighter, and I just didn't think he reacted that well. Reacted well due to the fact of him just constantly pressuring him and throwing punches. So pressure and combination shots should give Segura this matchup. Something that's underrated with Segura is the fact that he does take wide steps, and even though it looks like his footwork is really bad, his footwork isn't too bad. Because he takes those wide steps, but the wide steps help him cut off the ring. It helps him, and sometimes when he takes that wide step forward, he's inside that lead leg. He's inside that lead foot of Calderon. It's a southpaw versus southpaw matchup, and that's a very awkward matchup to make. So, he can easily get inside that, and I've seen this in the last match. When he's on the ropes, he can easily get inside that lead foot. He needs to position that foot to where he gets inside Calderon's lead foot so that he's able to go to the body. So he's able to get his shots off inside. Calderon in this matchup is going to be a whole lot different for Calderon. He's going to have to be very disciplined. He's going to have to be very sharp. And he's going to have to and he's just going to have to box in this matchup. I'm pretty sure that this is going to be a wide ring. Calderon matchups tend to have wide rings. He doesn't have many knockouts on his record. He just, he likes to stand outside and box. He likes to use angles. And box from those angles. He likes movement. That's the type of fighter Calderon is. In this matchup, he doesn't want to take too many risks. In the last matchup, he did let Segura come forward, and he did let him throw. And I think that Calderon is quick enough to angle himself. He's quick enough to angle himself to evade shots. He's quick enough to duck some of Segura's shots and land a successful counter. Another thing about Calderon is, he's also, like I said, he's also a southpaw. Doesn't have too much power, but he needs to use his tools to the best of his ability. His tools is pretty much his skill. He needs to think a lot. He needs to find a way to counter, but also after he counters, moves right after the counter. It's not, in this matchup, it's not just throwing single counter shots. He's gonna have to follow up his counter shots, and and just use the ring to the best of his advantage. He needs to use those perimeters of the ring to avoid, and use angles to avoid pressure, because Segura he doesn't necessarily come in a straight line. That's something that I do like about Segura. He's a slugger, but he doesn't necessarily come in a straight line. He's able to maneuver. And Calderon has the footwork to maneuver around Segura's maneuvering. He has the ability to accomplish that. And like I said, this should be boxing 101 for Calderon. This should just be a straight up boxing match for Calderon. Calderon doesn't want to get aggressive. He doesn't want to take risks. He wants to get in there. He wants to pretty much just dance around and pretty much just make it a slow matchup. Hold on the inside. Segura might be a strong opponent, but hold on the inside. As soon as he get his shots off, that maybe get a 1-2 off and just hold him so that Segura just doesn't get any offensive rhythm. Use lateral movement. And not even get caught in the ropes. Use lateral movement to and even maybe use the ropes, not necessarily sit and stand on the ropes, but use the ropes as a way to get Segura to pivot, and have him have to make these turns and just throw, and then angle and throw from those positions. That's pretty much what Calderon has to do in this matchup. This matchup, I think, will end a lot differently than the first matchup. That's just my opinion. This matchup, I'm going to go with Segura by unanimous decision in this matchup. I'm going to go with Segura unanimous decision because, in a way, I just know with the styles involved, I think that Calderon will make some improvements. I think he'll make some improvements, but something that doesn't change in fighters is temperament. He can't stand there and fight with Segura, unless he's throwing about 100, 200 combinations around. He can't stand there, and he's not going to hurt Segura. So Segura can continuously come forward. Segura can continuously throw punches. And I'm going to go with the fighter that's going to be able to take a risk in this match. Segura can take a risk in this match because I don't think Calderon's punches will hurt him unless he catches him with a really good one to the body or something. But I just think that Segura will be the aggressor. I think it's going to be similar to the last match with Calderon backing up and moving and Segura coming forward. I think it's going to be that kind of matchup. So I'm going to go with Segura by unanimous decision. So anyway, guys, that was the distance. Thanks for watching. Peace.